Hello there, I'm the man about dessert, I'm the man, and this is your dessert. Today we will be making homemade vanilla. We can make some homemade, amazing, tasteful vanilla to use in our own baking recipes and cooking alike. And with saying that, the ingredients that you will need to make your own homemade vanilla are some vanilla beans, some alcohol of your choosing, it does matter, and some bottles to store it in and let it steep and get all the vanilla goodness out. The tools you will need as well are the bottles, a funnel, and some knife or scissors. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why make your own vanilla when you can just go out to the store and buy some? I can tell you why. 1, there's a fun novelty in it. 2, it's a little cheaper than buying pre-made and processed vanilla. And 3, it matters what kind of vanilla you make to use for cakes. Say you're using a carrot cake, you can use some spiced alcohol in the carrot cake to give it that extra depth of flavor. Say you are making a pudding of sorts and need a sweet alcohol. That way you don't have to add any more sugar to it than you don't want to. Then boom, you have a nice sweet honey vanilla. And of course, you can just make a normal vanilla as well. And of course, the alcohol I will be using to make these 3 kinds of vanilla are a honey whiskey, a spiced rum, and a vodka. So, our first step to prepare the beans to steep and to make our vanilla is we are going to first get our vanilla beans. These ones are Tahitian vanilla beans. Now, Tahitian vanilla beans are a lot more mellow and calm in flavor. They're not very pungent, they don't have that much of a kick than the other vanillas. So, what I'm going to do is these ones are going to be steeped in our honey liquor. That way it draws the flavor out and has an extra depth of flavor when you use it in cooking. So, here are our Tahitian vanilla beans unpackaged. They smell so terrific right now. And the only step we have to do before we start steeping them is to cut a little slit down the center. Now, I would say I'm going to use about 6 in my current bottle size, but you can use as many as you would like. In the end, it'll be just as vanilla-y goodness as you'd like. And all that we do to make the slit is we take a knife, we go to the top of the vanilla bean, and we just slice down, making sure you completely score the outer layer so it splits when it's in the alcohol. And just like that, we have a beautiful little split down our vanilla bean. I will do this with the rest. Now, I ended up deciding to use all 10, somewhat for their mellow flavor, and also what's on the front of I don't have any other uses for them, so I might as well make the most of it. Now, the final step to assembling our Tahitian honey vanilla is to drop all these beans in. They hook onto the edge like little candy canes. That's all 10. And to add in our honey liquor with a funnel, that way I don't spill everywhere. And there we go. All we do is cap the top and wait 6 to 8 months. And now we do the same process for our Madagascar vanilla beans inside of our spiced vanilla and our normal vanilla. I'm using spiced rum and vodka for those. Alright, now my Madagascar beans have been sliced and separated into equal piles. Now all I need to do is grab the bottles, fill them up, and let them start to steep. Alright, I'm going to start by putting my vanilla beans once again inside my bottles. And number 2. And now, just to add the alcohol. First off, we're going to add our spiced bourbon. Cap that off. Put it aside. Cap this off. Put it aside. And now, it's time for our normal vanilla. Now, these 3 bottles will be set to steep for around 6 months before I start to use them. I'll have 3 wonderful bottles of vanilla extract. Now, if you want to check in on the steeping process and how the color of the liquid will change with age and time, you can always check out my future videos, because these bottles will be right behind me in all of them. And I'm sure, as many have noticed, these bottles have been sitting empty behind me for my first few videos as I've gotten ready and prepared to shoot this one. And there we have it. We have started steeping some honey vanilla, some spiced vanilla, and some normal vanilla. You can already see a slight color change in it already. Now, when all of the vanillas have steeped completely over the next 6 to 8 months, I will make a follow-up video on their final result. But in the meantime, these bottles will be living right back there, so everyone can always check in on their progress. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you try out making it at home. If you need the bottles or the beans, a link to get them will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, follow me everywhere, and I'll see you around. Have a sweet day!